Good morning, everybody. Um, Good morning from Arusha, Tanzania, which I think is like the second or third biggest city in Tanzania. A beautiful city. We're looking for a tour to visit the Hujabe tribe, one of the most primitive tribes on the planet. There's maybe a couple hundred of them left. It was not an easy venture to arrange this, but here we are. I hope I'm able to get it done within the next couple of days. But yeah, this is just an overview of the first week of Kenya and the first full day of Tanzania that I had. Let me just say that, at least from a Kenya point of view, the city itself is amazing, kind of like the center, high rises. It's a lot more modern than we think. Unfortunately, we have this, preconceived ideas that, Africa automatically means poor. And it's normal, kind of, because it's what the media does and all that. And it is, and poor is relative, of course. I would say there's a lack of infrastructure. Haven't seen people starving. I do see a lot of beggars, a lot, like not one or two, and but life just somehow functions. The infrastructure, everything. I would like to say this on top of this. These people are some of the friendliest people. Again, maybe it's just me. I say that wherever I go. I just meet friendly people. I have no idea why we have such an attitude of I don't know. Everybody's a barbarian basically, except for us. If you're not from the West, it's like, oh, you're not really worth it, kind of. Because everybody's coming to the West, so they must suck. Let me tell you who's coming to the West. Usually, not all the time, it's like 80% or 90% of the people that are coming there have no hope. They have no education. They have, nothing. This is like their lowest of low that are actually coming to us. And I'm not saying this in an anti-immigrant stuff, by the way. Okay, I'm just saying this from the point of view that if they look here, these people that are leaving, they see no perspective in their countries. You know what? I would too. I'm just, I would too. I don't want illegal immigration. In fact, I'm against it. I want everybody to go up there and, you can call me a right wing, racist, fascist, whatever you want. It's just, I want people to go register, apply, make sure they get a job so they're well treated. It just makes society a lot easier. Coming over the border and just expecting money is not the way to go. This is what they tell people here, by the way. And this is why this is going to be a little bit political. A lot of the young kids that I've talked to in Kenya and Tanzania, and they're saying, we heard that if we went to Germany or if we went to Greece or if we went to America or if we, just basically, actually not America, they were talking about Europe, that they really, give you like a home. And you're like, yeah, but it's a container, man. It's not like really a home. But they're looking at you like, what do you mean it's a container? Does it have a bathroom? I'm like, they don't even have bathrooms with running water here. So you're like, yeah. And it has, like electricity? And you're like, yeah. It has running water? Like, yeah. Hot running water? Like, yeah. You understand what I'm trying to say? Their infrastructure is so weak here that if you tell somebody that you get all that, he's already ahead of the game. What we would consider poverty would be considered here maybe like a middle class or upper middle class, actually, to many of these, if not absolutely filthy rich. So I just wanted to point that out. But on the whole, the people, the engineers, there was one where I was in Nairobi. If you look at the videos, there's this tall, good looking young man with a friend of his. He's an orthopedic surgeon. He went and studied in Sweden. He does sports medicine. This kid is probably one of the most intelligent. Why would he want to come illegally immigrate to, wherever? He's got a great job here on his own. So, yeah, I just wanted to get that out. But the food here is great. I prefer this food to most of South America. What a mixture of food they have here. I mean, the Persians were here, Indians were here, Portuguese were here, the French were here, and of course the British were here. The Germans were here. Basically, I went to a restaurant yesterday. It had schnitzel in there with some kind of like a tomato curry sauce. I didn't order it, but it's just strange the fusion of foods that you find in Kenya and Tanzania. Yeah, so that's my first overview of it. If you're not an experienced traveler, this is not the place for you. You should go on a tour. Let's be honest. This is like getting on the local buses. Is a lot more different than anywhere in the West or even in Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. It's actually a lot more organized there than it is here. And the last part is if you see people, maybe I'm going to make a video of just seeing going outside. everybody's got to hustle, man. Everybody. I mean, everybody's got to hustle. When I mean a hustle, then they're just not hustling. I mean, like they're they're even, they got to hustle for you. It's like, oh, Mister, I will bring you this. We'll take you here, and it's a hustle. They'll follow you along, trying to sell you used shirts. There's no social stage. So if you haven't got a hustle, you're gonna starve. And it's funny because I'd ask people starvation, like, no, 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 there's hardly any starvation. There's no starvation, in fact. So their social state here is the hustle. So if you ever come here, don't feel threatened because people are saying, oh, buy this from me, buy this from me. But this is just a really persistent salesman. That's how you have to look at them. They're not bad people, It's I guess you get used to it with traveling, but you do get a little cold to it. But like I met those Maasai women there. They were trying to sell me beads. I didn't buy anything, I didn't need to buy, but I took it all as a joke. You saw them; they were all very friendly. I said, you know what, I will do. I'll make a video and tell people that they should buy from jewelry. They laughed. We had a good time. In fact, there's the funny part afterwards, just so you can see. I ended up getting this as a present. You see that? So, like I said, it's a hustle. She's just trying to make money, just like everybody else is trying to make money in the world. That's the only way she knows. She can't go down to the welfare department and say, help me out, please. That's what these people do. So I give them a lot of credit. This community's here, how their families stick together. How everybody's just, I can't say, it somehow works the state. And they're friendly, man. They're smiling. It's like all the time, wherever you go, in Swahili, it's like mambo, mambo. It's like all the time. Mambo is more like what's up. Jumbo is what the official how are you. It's like jumbo or mambo, whatever what we want to do. Yeah, I just wanted to say that with a hustle. And if you ever do come to these countries, don't look at these people as, oh God, they're fucking assholes and they'll keep bothering me. And, that's just a Western arrogant thing by not understanding what they're going through. So try to put at it their perspective. Like I said, their job is their hustle because they can't do anything else, people. The safari was amazing. Just, another subject now. Definitely worth it. You see safaris for like, there's 1,200, 1,500, 2,500, up to 5,000 for like, 3 to 5 days. If anybody wants to do them for like around $350 in a nice hotel, with nice, good food, friendly people, with a clean bed, you don't have to go through one of those 4 or 5-star luxury camps for safari. We did it for $300, which is like 255 euros. So, hey, there's definitely, if any of you had that dream of coming and coming here for a safari, it's doable, but just don't do it over a tour. Come here and just book it over the locals. You'll definitely get a better price. And that's about it. I wish everybody a good day. Enjoy your time and enjoy your day because it's better than you think. Bye, everybody.